Welcome to the Edinburgh Ice Company. I'm Ilanna, and along with my business partner Rhys, we founded the Ice Company in 2014. Rhys and I are both from hospitality backgrounds. About 7 years ago, we were sitting in a bar, we were having our drinks, and we looked down, and not only was there a very low quality of ice when we ordered our second drink, there was no ice, they had run out. And it just kind of got us thinking, what can we do to make things easier, to make things better for the bar industry, for the events industry, for the festival industry? And it was ice. It was such a simple concept that no one ever thinks, if you're out of ice, it's a real problem. But it wasn't enough for us just to be providing ice. We needed to have a superior product. We needed to do our research and find out what's the best of the best. As time went on, and very fortunately in Edinburgh especially because of the International Fringe Festival, we managed to get a bit of traction going. And as soon as one bar takes, the other one's looking over their shoulder going, what are they doing? It's been very difficult starting up, and especially in the early days, it was Rhys and myself working till all the hours in the morning. We were getting a lot of projects in the early days that no one had done before. We didn't know how things went. We didn't know how to carve a certain piece of ice or to make this certain piece of ice. So there was a lot of trial and error. So I think that's enough from me on this cold wintry day in this lovely warm office. And we'll take you next down to Peffer Mill to meet Rhys. We need to wrap up a little bit warmer.
My name's Rhys. I have the privilege of working here at the Edinburgh Ice Company. We started doing research over a period of time, working out what was the best ice. We asked a lot of people what they would look for from an ice company, what they'd been let down by. They all came back to us saying the ice that they use on the bar is not the same quality of ice that they get dropped off. So we then went with Hoshizaki, which is a Japanese ice cube, high pressure ice cube, so very squared off and a dense ice cube. So the density makes for a low melt rate. We're very lucky in Edinburgh to be one of the few European capital cities to have a soft water source. It makes for a flavourless and more clear ice. I spent a lot of time researching block ice, the best ways to make it. We weren't getting many orders in for them. The industry wasn't aware of the product, so we started doing ice masterclasses. We list it as a masterclass, but it's more of an ice confidence class. Nobody wants to be the one that doesn't know how a product works or how to use a product. So through the brands and through support, we started running the classes and we started getting the bartenders in and we started training them up on how to simply use the ice. As it all expanded out, we had staff coming in, and so when it came to getting the factory, we were like, right, we need somebody that we can trust and somebody that's going to be part of our team. And Ilanna looked up and said, "You've got a brother." I said, "I do." We were speaking to our accountant and she said, my son's looking for a job. And we went, "Yeah, all right." And he said, "A couple of my friends are looking for work as well." We were like, "Bring them in." When COVID hit and our industry closed down and there was so much uncertainty, nobody knew what the industry was going to look like at the other end of it, let alone, the suffering to people. We try and be quite eco-friendly as well. We've gone electric, and then, just seeing how the future unfolds for it, and always trying to be ahead of everyone else, or not even ahead, just doing the best we can. So guys, I can talk about ice all day long, but we're all getting cold, so let's get heated up by actually looking at some ice. Yes! So these are Kleinbell block ice machines. Each machine makes 2 blocks of crystal clear ice. It takes 3 days as a process, depending on the ambient. We then use the 2-ton engine hoist to remove the blocks, and there she is. God, she's a looker. I'm in. It's a directional freeze process that the machine does, so it freezes from below. The base of the block is as low as -30 and gradually freezes it below. So think of a horror movie where there's mist coming in and just grabbing people. And up she goes. So the ice is out, it's up to temperature, time to chop it up. So now we've got these blocks down to a more usable size. Still not going to fit in a glass. So it's time to take them over to the bandsaw. Dice been all about fashion. That's another costume change for health and safety. So now we're going to use the bandsaw, which is a butcher's bandsaw. So designed for cutting flesh and bone. Very dangerous bit of kit. So we have 5 Klein bells. Each block should produce 30 bags. Each bag contains generally about 24 cubes. So now we're going to bag these up and get them ready for the end process. Beautiful. So that's us dissected the block up via the chainsaw, via the bandsaw. So now it's just the fun of bagging the ice. This is a 5 centimetre cube, so we're looking for 24 of these to a bag, and they should fit most rocks glasses. And that way, every time you drop it into the glass, bang, perfection. So there we have it, bagged, sealed, ready to be delivered. Thanks, Rhys out.